Dr. Morrow, thanks for being here today. Such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
And I must say, it is an honor to have Dr. Morrow here because today, Let's Talk About Hair is a three-part series that's not only going to explore the myths about curly hair, but the products that we use also. But most importantly, Let's Talk About Hair is going to explore all these things from a scientific research perspective. And that's why we have the world-renowned Dr. Willie Morrow with us today.
You know, Monica, when I started out, I don't want to tell you really how long it's been, but it's been a long time. When I started out, I guess back in the early...
Come on, Dr. Morrow, be honest.
We said the mid-50s, okay? In the mid-50s.
Okay.
And I never really thought that my career would lead me around the world probably 4 times, and having taught hair on every continent in the world. And you know, when you invited me here to do this, I said, my God, here's an opportunity for me to bring to the industry for the very first time the scientific knowledge that's been left out and disregarded and overlooked, shall I say.
I think you're being a little modest, Dr. We haven't even discussed that Dr. Morrow has been featured on numerous magazine covers. He's been featured on numerous television shows. He is by far the most awarded hair research scientist in the industry today. So, Dr. Morrow, please don't be modest. We must let the people know who you really are and what you bring to the table.
Thank you.
We have documented here over 37 years of work by Mr. Morrow in the hair care industry. You'll notice many books on the wall. Mr. Morrow is a noted author as well as a stylist, and many of people did not know that he was also a researcher. Mr. Morrow conducted studies for the United States government on ingrown hair in black men in the military from shaving. And also, people don't know that Mr. Morrow produced a video called 400 Years Without a Comb, which documented the history of black hair care here in America. He was an innovator who brought about the resurgence of the Afro pick during the 60s, which was used to better take care of our hair and the needs of people wearing afros. Also, take some time and notice the books that are on the wall. Right here we have a book that went with a film strip series that Mr. Morrow developed for the San Diego Unified School System. Mr. Morrow revolutionized the hair care industry with his invention of the California curl. He turned the industry into a billion-dollar industry. And now he's about to revolutionize that industry again with his wash-in, leave-in relaxer, which allows you the freedom to use a softening, relaxing hair care product without the side effects and damaging effects of chemicals.
What I want to do is to focus today on product. Because what we have done to the beauty industry, Monica, we have turned the industry into what I call a chemical waste dump.
Wow.
I mean, there's chemicals everywhere. Black people are going bald at the rate of 20 million. When I read a story in a magazine, I guess it was about 10 years ago, the headline read, 20 million women are going bald.
Right.
Now, that statement, the headline, but when you put a black woman's picture there, you know there's no doubt as to who you're making reference to.
What have we done to ourselves? The hair and scalps of African Americans has become a toxic waste dump for hair care manufacturers. The use of products containing lye, caustic, and strong chemicals cause hair breakage, destruction, and eventual baldness. Many parents who have suffered from chemical baldness hide their shame even from their children.
I want to know when they make those products with the chemicals in it, I wonder do they use it on their hair?
Black families who have used harsh chemicals on their children's hair were unaware that there has not been a scientific study proving these lye and no-lye products are safe for young skin and hair. African American women who experiment with chemical straighteners will lose 50% of their ability to reproduce hair between the ages of 40 and 50.
We have found as cosmetologists that the hair care industry has done us a terrible disservice.
When you wash your hair, it turns around and it gets nappy on you. You have to press your hair out just to make it straight. And we just want hair just like any other person. And we're just tired of it. The boys, base brothers, making up love.
Monica, we on the road to hair genocide.
Yeah, and this is so true, Dr. Morrow. We see so many infomercials, so many magazine articles just about products. Seems like everyone has a new product on every other day of the week. But we never learn the scientific background behind these products. And today, this is what we really want to discuss. We want to find out, how do these products work and why do they break down the curly hair shaft as they do?
Monica, we are presently working with 2 California universities presently in what we call a blind study. And Monica, let me go a step further here. The dermatologists in America today that works on hair problems, they find themselves in a very awkward position because they don't have the research and the technology to shall I say, to deal with this problem.
Their inability to maintain the hair collapses our children's self-esteem, leaving them hopeless. The average child that permanently straightens their hair with chemicals loses 3 to 4 heads of hair before they reach their teens.
People who are so hurt that they can't even express their feelings as a result of this hair loss.
Extensive research has traced this problem to poor quality product, produced with no prior knowledge of naturally curly hair. Put simply, product for the sake of profit, with no regard for quality. Hair that breaks at the slightest touch.
Not fair.
It's not fair.
No, it's not fair. A trauma suffered by no other race of children.
I want our audience to hear this. We're importing more hair in dollars into America than we are making hair products for black Americans.
It's very true. I mean, Dr. Morrow, if we do a timeline of hair, and I'm sure that you can definitely justify this, and we look back at maybe the 1950s, early 1960s, when most women of color, older women, wore wigs, and we went through the Afro phase. Now we have a phase in this country where we're going through just what you talked about, billions of dollars in hair being imported in this country because of weaves being worn, braids being done to even small young children.
Monica, we have such a short supply of hair now. The demand is greater than the supply. So now we have more demand for the hair than we have hair. So what we've done is we went to what we call yaki hair. That's animal hair.
Yes.
So and guess what? We've used up all the animal hair. And so now we're back now to trying to find another race of people in the world that we can extract hair from. I mean, you know, this is a tragedy. And let me tell you, black Americans are using most of this hair. That we are having to make all these synthetics that looks like hair.
Just to keep up with the demand that's currently out there.